of Edinburgh, who has died at the age of 99. Buckingham Palace made the announcement just after midday today, saying the Duke passed away peacefully at Windsor Castle. He was by the Queen's side during 73 years of marriage. Today, she expressed her deep sorrow at the loss of her beloved husband, while the Prime Minister led the nation's tributes.
He helped to steer the royal family and the monarchy so that it remains an institution indisputably vital to the balance and happiness of our national life.
He was like a grandfather to the nation, wasn't he? Lovable, full of duty, but a man, and one that had compassion. Prince Philip was the longest-serving royal consort in British history. He will be remembered for his unwavering support for the woman he loved and served.
He has quite simply been my strength and stay all these years.
Tonight we will look back at their life together and what it meant for the royal family and the country. Plus, his great passion for his pastimes and the legacy his charity work will leave behind.
I owe a lot to the Duke of Edinburgh, and I just want to say thank you for changing my life pretty much.
This is the ITV Evening News with Mary Nightingale from Buckingham Palace.
And good evening from Buckingham Palace, where the flags are at half-mast tonight in memory of the Duke of Edinburgh. The Queen, who's long called him her strength and stay, described her deep sorrow at his death. The couple had been married for 73 years, and the Duke was Britain's longest-serving royal consort. He passed away peacefully at Windsor Castle this morning, where he had only recently returned after a month-long stay in hospital. The Duke was just a few months shy of his 100th birthday. Tributes have been flooding in from around the world today, reflecting the Duke's huge influence and legacy. Here, the Prime Minister said Prince Philip had earned the affection of generations. The Archbishop of Canterbury said he'd always put the interests of others first. And in the first of our special reports this evening, here's our Royal Editor, Chris Shipp, on the warm tributes tonight to the Duke.
Moments after the official announcement, two courtiers walked across the forecourt of Buckingham Palace, and, as has been the custom for so many years, they posted a notice on the railings. A notice which announced the end of an era, the passing of this country's longest ever consort. The Union flag above the palace had already been lowered to half-mast. The announcement was a personal one on behalf of the Queen. It read, "It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen announces the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. His Royal Highness passed away peacefully this morning at Windsor Castle. Further announcements will be made in due course. The royal family joined with people around the world in mourning his loss." At age 99, the Duke of Edinburgh had led a very long and very fulfilling life. He had only officially retired in 2017, when at this ceremony he bowed out of public duties for good. Prince Philip had just spent a long spell in hospital. When he was discharged last month after 4 weeks of treatment for his heart and an infection, it was the longest period he'd spent in hospital. But he was able to spend his final days with the Queen at Windsor Castle, the place where his own mother had been born in 1885.